What is up, guys, and welcome to another episode of the Skid Reviews, and today we're going to be doing a review of Hellboy. There have been a couple of Hellboy movies directed by the great Guillermo del Toro from the early 2000s. Those were called classics, and I love those movies. And Guillermo del Toro always said that he wanted to do another Hellboy movie, but whatever the reasons may be, it never came to pass. And so the people involved in the franchise decided to go for a hard reboot in 2019 under the direction of Neil Marshall. The 2019 reboot of the Hellboy franchise stars David Harbour as Hellboy. It also has Mila Jovovich and Ian McShane, among others. I just came back from watching the movie, and the reviews in general have been really bad, the early reviews I mean, and I think that some of them have been quite unfair to the movie. It's one of those weird movies where you're either gonna really like it or really hate it. For someone who really loved the original Hellboy movies as well as the comic books, it was weird. I liked the beginning, I liked the middle a little bit, and then the end was... I didn't know if I liked it or not. It was so much happening from so many different angles that at the end of the movie, I was overwhelmed. So should you watch the new Hellboy movie? Here's our review. The latest superhero offering this spring is Neil Marshall's hard reboot of the brilliantly fiendish, cigar-smoking, massive pistol-yielding devil child character with the most awesome jawline in the known universe, Hellboy. Based on the graphic novels by Mike Mignola, Guillermo del Toro's two movies about the character in the early 2000s have become cult classics, and I enjoyed them a lot. Del Toro's renditions were brilliant mixes of the dark sides of Hellboy mixed with a charm and camp factor that made it stand out. Marshall's reboot follows the story of Hellboy caught between the worlds of the supernatural and human, battling an ancient sorceress bent on revenge. David Harbour does an admirable job playing Hellboy, but is also guilty of stiffness, perhaps due to his prosthetic suit and makeup, which makes a certain rigidity come to his performance, and not in a good way. Meanwhile, as great as Ian McShane is as an actor, he fails completely in developing any kind of believable connection with Harbour. And considering that the two of them are supposed to share a history that forms a central part of the Hellboy character psyche, it's a fail. Meanwhile, Mila Jovovich is pretty good at playing a powerful and ancient medieval sorceress who seeks to destroy mankind. You know what? She's awesome in this, as she always is. And okay, I admit, I do have a 20-year-old infatuation with Mila, which might be clouding my judgment here, but there you go. I love her. The movie tries to go absolutely crazy with the character. In a way, it embraces the chaotic elements of the Hellboy universe and tries to portray it on the big screen. But many a times, it fails. While the beginning of the movie is a treat for Hellboy comic book fans with hints and Easter eggs galore, the final act is a mishmash of crappy CGI and gore and violence and more gore and violence. And oh, did I mention more gore and violence? Berserker mode is activated towards the end of the movie, and it's really hard to keep track of what the heck is going on. The best you can do is forget the story, put narrative structures out of your mind, and just strap in through the depths of hell and all the mayhem that comes along with it. But let's get one thing straight. Yes, the CGI is crap. There's just no semblance of a coherent narrative. The performances are stiff, and the editing is absolutely terrible. But you can have fun with this movie. If you're a fan of the Hellboy character, if you love seeing things blow up and a massive devil child ripping the throats of demon spawns for no apparent reason whatsoever, go watch it. And if not, just wait for the Blu-ray. So there you go, that was our review of Hellboy. Do I recommend that you guys go watch it in the theaters? It depends. I mean, if you're a massive Hellboy fan, that yeah, you should totally go and watch it. But then if you're not too invested in the character, if you weren't that big of a fan of the first movies, then you can probably just wait for it to come out in Blu-ray or stream it online when it's available. But if you've watched it, let us know what you guys thought about this movie in the comments below. And as always, if you want to see more content, please do leave a like and hit the subscribe button. It's free, it takes only a second, and it helps us out a lot. So until next time, I will see ya.